Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we're playing a little bit of blue-white control in top 1% ranked Mythic Standard. Sorry for going MIA the last week or so. I was kind of poisoned, which is a weird thing to say. I'll explain it in more detail at the end of the video. It's not super dramatic, just a little bit of a weird thing I've been working through. But today we're doing blue-white control. There's not a whole lot new to do for the next week. Next Wednesday is the early access event for Final Fantasy, so get hyped for that. But in the meantime, yeah, we're just going to play some decks that I'm enjoying playing. I believe this deck took home second place at the regional Connecticut championship, to the best of my knowledge, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go here today. And then the end of this weekend is actually the ladder reset, so I could do another rank 1 push. If there's a deck you want to see me do it with or give it a go, leave a comment. I don't have too many, things to note here. We got a lot of split ups and lockdowns, which is cool. I haven't seen that many split up. That combined with Authority of the Consoles will probably be pretty good. We got some High Noons in the sideboard. We got some Stonebrains in the sideboard, some Jaces, a Rest in Peace, one more No More Lies, a Beza, some Wiltleaf Lieges, and some Overlord of the Mistmores as well. It's a mash of all the fun stuff, plus 2 negates in the main board and 3 demolition fields. So it's been a little while. Let's give this sucker a go. And we'll continue to do a best of 3. Look, Final Fantasy cards. Are they all out yet? 6 new cards. Maybe they're not all spoiled yet. I haven't looked at any of the new stuff yet. You can also let me know in the comments if you have any spicy decks or cards you were excited about. Maybe I'll build something around them for the early access event next Wednesday. The Drudge Den. Ooh, okay, good. I had an issue with this yesterday where this was not disappearing. On the draw, Authority. Yeah, looks pretty good here. We'll keep this. I don't think we worry about turn 1 Spell Pierce. I think we just run this out. No stick, to my knowledge. Okay. Cool, we'll just hold open No More Lies and get lost here, I suppose. And then maybe we can surveil into a untapped turn 4 source. What do they really want to do on 3? Do we hold open the counterspell for after combat? I think you just get that one done. Exiled. To the face. Okay, another get lost. I don't think we need another untapped land here. Slow land. Open that guy. And if they want to Spell Pierce, I'm not too worried about that. So no need to do anything on our own turn. Yeah, I think we'll blow one of these now. It's not really a lot of damage, honestly. Not sure if that's even worth it. Next Sphere. We do get some more map token value. Dragon Hunt, okay. And actually have Delirium now. Breed. Been that. Cool. So Beza gets under. Doesn't get any life. Doesn't get any extra creatures. But it does get us a card, which is not that bad. Theoretically blocks okay as well. For now, at least. Other options to go with the Mistmores here. Which I don't think is actually what I want to do. Let's just get the card while we can. Okay, back up Beza. Demolition Field could be good. We don't know how many basics they run. Potentially only 1. So if they happen to draw into it and we Demolition Field, we could strip them of 1 land on the battlefield with no replacement. Oops. What's wrong? I don't know, okay. Just smite. It's like a Rest in Peace is fine to come in. Red or green. Otherwise, also doesn't seem that bad. Stonebrain. mean, what else do we have for the Oculus? Authority is not really necessary. I mean, they could have the hasty thing, but I don't think that's where we need to go with this inherently. I don't think the smites are bad. The negate is weird, right? Prof's eidetic memory, some reanimator spell. They have plenty of creatures too. Like, I think I might prefer a smite instead. I think they have a good amount of creatures that actually die to smite. 3 Beza is already a lot of Beza. Mistmore's flying blocker isn't bad. Ride's End is good too. I think we'll just try it like this to start. High Noon, more than one spell each turn. It's okay, but I don't think that's a priority here. Is Jace any good? I mean, milling them out is not so good, actually. Maybe the Mistmores is better. Alright, let's do this. They said, oops, they scooped game 1. I mean, I guess they could be roping us here. That's pretty weird, though. If I do this too much, they might force me to actually edit the video, which would be annoying. Okay, yeah, no idea what happened there. Maybe they just really don't like this matchup. Or, they got frustrated, made some mistake in game 1, and they felt like it was too much to come back in games 2 and 3. I really don't know. I'd have to go back and check if they did anything weird, but I don't remember them, like, discarding something incorrectly, right? Like, I just remember the Abrade and maybe a land or something. I really don't know. Well, 100% win rate. Deck is busted. We'll go to match number 2. The Origami. I like that. One lander on the draw with the Surveil land. Ooh, man. 26 land in the deck. Plus we have Smite. Thing is, we have to hit multiple lands in a row to get to stock up. Otherwise, it's actually not good enough, so we probably mulligan this. If we had like a 2-mana... Oh, man, another one landed. Damn, dude. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think you can keep this either, sadly. Yeah, I mean, we'll keep this. Three lands. Put back Beza, I guess. Or even Authority, almost. That's probably too good to put back. This is... I think you assume you hit the next land. That's rough. Jace into it. It's not a land, but it's playable. Elegant Parlor, Boros. Boros Surveil. Okay. Can't cast spells on their turn. So we're going to get lost, and it's going to be now. Also renders the counterspell useless. Opponent got Surveil land in their Voice of Victory deck. Screaming Nemesis comes in tapped. Okay. We hit the land. I guess we're Jason Plussin. I could map token to increase the power level a little bit. Huh, funky deck. I don't know if there's any meta deck like this. Oh my gosh. Enters or attacks exile top card of your library. If the land, create a 2/2. Otherwise, you may cast it until end of your next turn. Next turn, they can Lauren away the consoles. Although we can, we could counter that, which seems pretty good given our Day of Judgment situation. Hitting land is big. If we plus, and we naturally hit the land, then we Day of Judgment, we keep the Jace, which is awesome. If we minus, we could hit land here. And then Beza, which is also very good, actually. We'll give it a go here. It's an untapped land. Which means I think it's Beza? Maybe even keep Jace alive? plus a card. Wow. Pretty nice sequence off the mulligan. 2-lander, eventually into, you know, some interaction, eventually into the 4th land. Face. It's not attacking. We don't really care what they do here because we're planning to Dave Judgment anyway. Okay. Sure. Beza seems good against aggro. Smite seems good against aggro. Game is bugged out. I actually cannot click anything right now. That is, dude, what is going on today? So instead of hitting play, I need to exit the whole game, right? Jesus. Nope, I'm not back in the game. What is going on today? Okay. Match 3? Right? La Rochelle. Well, we are top 800 Mythic, having done nothing. We'll be on the play. I don't even know what's going on today. We don't have double white yet. But otherwise, it looks solid. So we'll still keep this. Fast land, no double white. Hold Rad's End, negate. Warzov. That's nice. Second white source. Got the, okay. That is awkward for us. I think we're just dropping Lockdown here. Can't interact with Rad's End on their turn. And if they play a 3-drop next turn, then, that's all we got. Lord Skitter, Sewer King with Graveyard Hate. I think we're just gonna Rides End this Lord Skitter and get the console down. That's fine with me. So do they have a way to combo off with tokens? Yeah, that's a good one to counter, actually. Alright, we do take a good chunk of damage here, though. Make a rat, comes in tapped, gain life. Exile from the graveyard, that's okay. Down to 17. Creature land. Alright, we're just gonna meringue this turn. I think. I mean, just dropping it for 6 next turn is also decent. Bounce 2 things. I think the draw 3 is better. I think we're drawing, kind of looking for a sweeper or something. Yep, draw a card. We do kind of want an answer to that. Okay, it's 13. So they're aggro with Caretaker's Talent. I think we want to draw 3 here. Look for an answer to the talent, look for a sweeper. There's an answer to the talent. One of the lands can go. I mean, technically this turns on the verges. But we don't need that much blue right now. Yeah, this is fine. We'll get rid of this one. Okay. Seems like Beza plus Get Lost. We still get all of our effects here. I don't think this is something to fight over with negate. Okay, and we'll plan to get lost the Caretaker's talent. If they invest mana in it, we can kill it. That would put the effect on the stack. Alright, I guess we're going to get lost the talent now. Well, we don't have any card draw, but we're at 17. Hopefully we hit something good here. I want to think about the map token, but not sure about it. So what do you want to cast for 5? Feels like they're thinking if I hit a land, I'd have an extra, land to play this turn. Don't go for the map token. I think they have something expensive to cast, and they don't want to risk not hitting land here. But why you attack with only 2? Was it like a Convoke Knight Errant? I think we'll take 1 trade. I don't think we need to block Lord Skitter necessarily. Okay, there goes the map token. Probably been that. We keep it on top, just in case they need to kill a Beza. Or they just want the pressure. Alright, Sweeper would be cool. We might have to exile the Lord Skitter on our return just to prevent the next trigger. Creature comes in tapped as well. That actually might have to be their new removal target. Yeah, it seems like we have to kill that now, actually. Turn off the card draw. Jace plus onto the Skitter, or even just draw is not that bad. But I think we have to start here. Blessing is not that good. The killer only blocker with Go for the Throat and completely... Let's see, 4/5. They hit 1 more land, they just kill Jace. I think we take the draw if we can. Counter target spell. Create a token that's a copy of artifact or creature. Draw, discard. Oh boy. Okay, so that's what they are. They're tokens with Caretaker's Talent and Elspeth on top, and just like a bunch of random token generators in the middle. Okay. It's 12 damage in the air. So we kind of, yeah, we want negate for the talent and for the Elspeth, so negate's actually decent. And then some sweepers. It's kind of a weird deck, but it's definitely getting us here. Lots of hesitation. I mean, you could go face completely, I guess. They hold back Lord Skitter. Oh, wow. I guess it's all tapped creatures. It's not like we can kill Elspeth from here anyway. I think we have to slow down the assault, though. I don't think there's really any way around that. All tapped creatures have to go, I think. But they definitely have more stuff to do here. I guess Authority of the Console is actually kind of useful. It's useful against the Mobilize, but you know, it's okay against the Lord Skitter. I think it might get cut here. It's interesting that we can't actually Elspeth Smite away the Voice of Victory. All right, tokens, trigger. Life gain, life gain. I think we're probably blocking here. I'm not sure the fish is going to get much better. We could sack it to the Fountain Port, I guess. Would be the main reason not to block. Or block and then sack, right? Lose the counter shield? They might not attack. They didn't attack last turn. Another Preacher. We could counter, but man, I mean, we really need to draw discard into what? Another split up, basically, right? We need to draw discard into a stock up, into a split up. So I don't actually think we counter this. I think we desperately need to draw power. Okay, we could sack the fish or just draw discard. I think we're just going to draw discard here. I think we need it too badly. Okay, so there's a stock up. I think Negate can go. Yeah, ideally we can go land into, like, Sweeper. Next Authority. Alright. Double white is open. Like, Day of Judgment would be good here. The next split up is okay. Plus the Get Lost kills the Elspeth, which is also big. It's probably got to be those two, yeah? Not enough mana for everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still live, yeah? So this is what it is. And I guess we can throw down the last Authority just for fun. We could save it for a discard, but it will hit more land. And we hope they attack all into the next split up, I guess. They've been very conservative about Lord Skitters so far. Keeping that sucker back for the long game. Maybe they get greedy here. Who's to say the last card in hand is another split up, right? Why not just attack all? If they get more creatures down before combat, we will gain enough life to, depends how many creatures. We might be able to gain enough life so they don't get the Preacher draw. Guess we'll see how they sequence it. So that gets to 20, but that's not enough. We need to get to 21. Because now we're tied for most life, right? Let's see how many go. Dude is thinking about the split up. Pacing it out here. They do get the draw. Just too bad. Cut down the blocker. I wasn't sure I was going to block there anyway. I think I was going to save it to like block and sack with Fountain Port anyway. Dude is really playing around split up. Okay. I mean, it's a good reload target. They bin it. They don't want it. Alright. I guess we'll... Next Jace. Interesting. How good is that? 10 cards down there. It'll be 11 after the sweep. If we Jace first and minus, we're not going to hit anything better than a split up anyway. Jason plus, it's 4 damage. It would survive, maybe. It's not a fantastic position to be in. All tapped creatures must go, because we have to kill the creature. We can't really give them more free draws every turn. Question is Jace plus? No, we can't really plus, because the Restless Force just kills it. So we could either Anchorage attack, or Fountain Port make a fish. Or just Jace and take a single draw, which is a little bit of a waste, but... The fish block isn't bad, unless they have go for the throw. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think I want to throw away the Jace just yet. I think I'd rather make a fish. Or even power up the Anchorage attempt to block the 2/2 or something like that. Cut down, go for the throw. Question is, how many more removal spells do they have in hand? Is it worth risking the Anchorage power up to eat the 2/2? It feels like, especially if they don't play the Restless Fortress, it's likely they have a random cut down in hand. So we just go for the fish this first time. Finally, they attack all. I think we're eating it, making a fish, trying to defend the Jace, maybe. We really want the land if we can keep it. 10 to 12. We want to be able to play Jace and draw into like another sweeper and be able to play it. That gets under sweepers. Does get us more life though, in the short term. Okay. Fish it up. 10 to 15. Stock up. Yeah, that's good. We're looking for the next sweeper. Fine by me. Split up or Day of Judgment is great. Neither. Overlord makes blockers. Demolition Field deals with the... That's all we got for sure. So how many sweepers are left in the deck? 3 Meringues, 1 Day of Judgment, 1 Split Up, 1 Lockdown is also pretty relevant. So we have 3-ish sweepers. We also have to win somehow. Opponent's at 35. We're at 34. We have the Jace. We have 0 Jaces left, so we'd have to mill out just via this 1 Jace if it was the mill plan. Fortress finally coming in. We could eat the fortress here, or at least try to. It feels like they will have a cut down though, so I don't know how productive that actually is. I think I'm going to go like this and leave the rest of it. We can Demolition Field another turn. Leave back 1 token to block and sack to Fountain Port next turn. I still think they're going to have cut downs and go for throats in hand. No more lies. Does that change anything? Not really. I think we have to just Jason minus here. Try to hit something good. we're about out of time. Let's go ahead and not use we need to do one of these. I mean, I guess I do want to hold open demolition fields. Oh, we can do this still. But I think we just have to blow the minus. Just gotta keep drawing into the next sweeper. Okay, could be relevant, I guess. Could chump block the 5/5, sack it to Fountain Port, smite another creature. Normalize isn't really doing a whole lot unless play another 5-mana Elspeth. I don't know if we need negate for round 2 or not. Maybe no more lies is enough to handle the Caretaker's talents and the Elspeths, plus they get lost. We're almost dead here too. They might cut down on our turn. I guess we could fight over that instead of sacking it. No? No, do nothing. We're pretty close to dead here. But they might have to devote resources to killing Jace, or at least knocking it down to 1 loyalty. Ooh, nasty. Can't get around that. Can't cast spells. Okay. They do, yeah. Okay. Shuts off the smite and subsequent no more lies. We could go for no more lies, have them pay 3, so they can't power up the fortress, but we have the demolition field anyway, so that's where it is. So I think it's ideally block and sack to Fountain Port, draw a card. How many basics do we have left? We might also Fountain Port, demolition field this turn. 4 basics left. No, it's not enough. Okay. Well, it's not block and sack anymore. I think this one's got to go. Three to Jace. So if we block here, we do get 1 more Jace draw. Or we could not block and pay 2. So I guess we'll take the free Jace draw. Is what that's saying there. Lose Jace either way. Jace to 2, we can still minus, take the draw. No Fountain Port. That is 1 short. We don't have a way to get rid of 1 more card. It's too bad. The draw will be so much better if we get 1 more card in the graveyard. We can't though, can we? Fountain Port attack map token. No, there's no way to do it. Too bad. Okay. Next sweeper on top. I think this has to be it, basically. Down to 6.
No secret escape.
Another counterspell. Nope, that's not it. If we want to do anything, we have to do it now. 2, 3, 4, 5. They have the next fortress too. Kill Voice of Victory. I mean, I think we're done here now. Kill Voice of Victory. Smite this. Take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think there's a way to get out of this. Because we can't use spells on their turn with the Voice of Victory. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do it. I guess the Anchorage can block. Assuming they don't have the last cut down in hand, which I still think they do. Could also Anchorage, attack, make a map token, pay 2, sack the map token, but doesn't have enough mana left to find a sweeper. Attacking with Voice of Victory does get us 2 more life back, though. So if we block with an Anchorage, we do live. And if they can kill the blocker, we lose. Gonna get 1 more turn to look for a sweeper. Just in time for the Miss Moore's flip. Alright, here we come. The map token now, they can potentially find lethal, depending on how they draw, even to the Anchorage. Oh, that's a whiff. They get 1 more look. I think if they hit anything here, it's lethal, right? Let's see it. Oh, they whiff again. We might get 1 more turn. 2 attacks. Leave back the Voice of Victory. Is that lethal? 3, 4, 5? No? Double consoles. Yeah, they're doing the math. Okay. Drop to 4. Cuts up. If it lives, we block. If they kill it before blocks, then we do lose. Which is about what we thought would happen the whole game. So, the last go for the throats. Fair enough. Alright, we go to game 2. I mean, sweepers are good. All the draw power is good. We actually have a lot of different things to interact with. The talents, the Miss Moores. Base is good against tokens in general. Chase is a little bit awkward because they go so wide, right? Smite kills some stuff, but again, it's awkward with the Voice of Victory too. Yeah, they kind of have an interesting deck. Makes the counterspells a lot worse too. They have no discard for the Liege. I don't think we need Stonebrain. Let's just see what some of this red or green. Like, who's not good in the matchup? We just want to draw into sweepers. I think all the lockdowns are good. Authority was interesting, but not... It gained us a lot of life over the course of the game. We really just need to hit our stock ups. I think consoles, and depending on sweepers, is good enough. The negates are weird and largely a creature deck. It does stop the Caretaker's Talent and the Elspeth, but I think we could no-moralize that instead. 3-step to head helps draw us into the sweepers, which I think is a core part of what we're doing here. I don't know how good Miss Moore's is. It doesn't facilitate the draw sweep strategy, which I think is the main thing we're trying to do here. So use consoles to stall, and then we just dig as hard as we can to the sweepers. We have 4 Get Lost for the Elspeth. And the Caretaker's Talents, plus no more lies. Alright, let's give this a go. Game 2. The Smite is just weird because if they have Voice of Victory, then it's no longer that good. And they had no 1-drops. So I'm not sure we run Smite. We'll be on the play. 2-lander. Okay. I think you still keep this. Maybe we can interact for a while. one drop. Hold no more lies. We want to counter that one. Ideally, save the counter spells for the non-creature spells, but I thought we were stuck doing nothing here. Could slam Jace and just start plussing with removal to back it up. I think that's actually worth it here. Or even slam Jace and minus here. It's actually even better. Caretaker's talent down. That's nice for us. Okay, that's pretty big. If we can sit and defend and Jace, I think that's a good place to be. Nope, Jace down. Opponent does not hit their land, though. Hold all the things here. It's a good counter target. Could blow a get lost. We could meringue here instead. And then blow one of the get lost on it. Which I think is not bad. It's a little more mana efficient on our side. We like the land, we like the Jace. We like the get lost. And I think the Ride's End goes. That's one of the worst cards here, actually. Ooh, that's nasty. Alright. Cool. I think we're gonna stock up and get lost here. The next Jace is not actually as good right now. We do want this next land at some point. Maybe just stock up and land for now. The meringue... No, the meringue's too good. We'll take that. And we can hold Get Lost and No More Lies here for a beat. Triple Get Lost. Another one. Well, I guess we will go ahead and counter this, I think. I really want more land. I think it's stock up here first. Doesn't need to be an untapped land. So we get the creature land here. Beza seems almost useless into this board state. I think the next Jace, to just set him up to mill, is actually maybe better. We have so much removal, right? And hold to Get Lost. Let them invest mana in it first. Or threaten the counterspell again. They are very stuck on mana here. I don't know what they want for double anything. Okay, we'll go ahead and zap one of these. Ah, they get a draw out of it in response. That makes sense. Maybe we should have done that on our turn. Okay, the question is, do we just Jace and minus 15? Which sets up for triple draws next turn? I think the answer is yes. I think we just start that train. Minus 4 would be 12. That's also enough technically, but it dies, so we might as well do the whole thing. I think we're just doing the whole thing here.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch. I will shatter your mind.
Okay, we'll just hang on. 20 cards. Next time we Jace minus 2, draw 3, and then just defend with whatever we got. That might be a concede manual tap. I'm not sure. They want to leave all the fountain ports open? That's weird. I'll take one. Yep, you got it. What are they doing? Stop. Stop. What are you doing to me? Voice of Victory. Can't cast things on their turn. Sure. Preacher. Sure. You can Jace minus and then split up. We've opened double white.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexian's potato requires.
Okay, all untapped creatures. Yeah, I mean that was a brutal start for them. Okay, do we learn anything? Probably not. No Smite was good. I'm pretty happy with the No More Lies, I think. Over Negate. I think it's about where we want to be. Ride's End is notably not very good against them. You could take it out for like a Negate. All of their stuff has nice attack triggers, basically. But, you know, maybe we just have to answer a nasty creature. It's really not that amazing against them at all. Negate takes your Caretaker's Talent. And that's kind of it. I don't know how good Ride's End actually is here. That's the one card I'm on the fence about. Maybe one more Negate is nice. You could use it on our turn, though. I'm going to keep it in. I mean, mostly they're going to kill us with creatures, right? And we got 3 steps ahead in there, too. Alright, move on to game number 3 of the match. Game number 2 is kind of a non-game. Oh, mama. We're on the draw. Authority to the consoles. A bunch of surveil lands. Authority on 1 is actually almost useless because they have no 1-drops. And we can try to archive for multiple turns in a row. To hit anything other than land. Plus we have Beza. Oh man, it's not ideal. But I don't really want to mulligan to it like a 2-lander and get stuck on land. No More Lies. We cannot cast on 2. I think we archive here first, and then hold up a No More Lies for the Caretaker's Talent turn. I mean, it does, like, facilitate our strategy, gets us drawing cards, demands an answer on their side. Let's see if they have voice on 2. No, they do have the Duress, though. I think they take No More Lies. Yeah, that's too bad. Alright, well, we're not doing anything here. We'll go for another Surveil, I guess. And they do get the Caretaker's Talent this game, if they got it. Lockdown. They did nothing. I don't think that's what we want right here. It's kind of too late for that. Let's go turn 3 Jace minus, and then we can go turn 4 Beza. Creature. No answer to that. Good plus.
I've already read your thoughts.
Probably the better of the 2. And then go land Beza.
You can be made.
To play another creature, we could get multiple Beza modes. Okay, another manual tap. Ah, that's to manipulate the life total. I see now. That's cool. I don't plan off this card. But it does let us get all the Beza modes. So I hope it's worth it from their side. In theory, we can minus and still draw and defend it. Talent down, Duress down. Another land. Okay. Beza up. We get the creatures to block, plus we get the draw. Split up is nice. Let's see how they attack into Jace. Split up's really good. Let's see if they want more Duress. Duress is a nice sideboard in for them. We've got a whole bunch of land, which is kind of what we signed up for. We did sign up for the 5-land opener. And I'm hoping we'll just hit more stock ups and dig our way out of it. Stock up, Meringue, Jace. All ways to fix that kind of hand. So don't have to trade the Beza with the Preacher here if we're playing split up. We can chump block a 1/1. And then sweep after. Attack and then sweep. I think we kill all tapped creatures here. Especially if they play any other creature this turn. It comes in tap for split up. Looks like they got the go for the throat. Maybe off the draw. I think it's no blocks. I mean, we're going to split up here anyway. You got to get lost? Jace down. Alright. Counterspell is not a bad pick here. Okay. All tapped creatures. Hold no more lies. We need one stock up to get in the game, I think. One stock up, one Meringue. Just get a big draw turn. As long as they have Caretaker's Talent, the game goes on for sure. Like, they did get it down this game, which is big. Artifact or creature card? Yeah, I got one of those. Good luck with that. Artifact or creature? That's pretty weird, right? That's just to take our Beza and Overlord and Meringue, I guess. Still, it's kind of a weird sideboard card for us. Interesting. All right. I mean, we don't have the sweeper in hand, which they know. Do these blocks ever get better? We can stack them to the fountain ports. The answer is yes, I guess. So we'll just eat 6. Get lost is nice. Double fountain port draws is perhaps even nicer. Block, fountain port, fountain port. Other option is to go block, get lost. Oh, we don't trade that way with fountain port. Trade with one of them. I think we want as many draws as we can off of these 1/1s. So I think we are going block, fountain port. Unless we have to counter something here. That is the other thing. We could go single block, single fountain port, hold up and no more lies for Elspeth, which is a little nasty. And we only have one get lost in hand right now. So it either kills the talent or the Elspeth, but we can't do everything. Can't cast spells on their turn. Okay. Yeah, I think it's block, fountain port. I think that's what we've signed up for here. And we're pretty happy if we hit a split up. Sack a token, draw a card. Sack a token, draw a card. Potentially stock up into a sweeper. That's a sweeper. You got anything else? Give me one more creature here. Nothing. Still. So they can sack a token in response to the sweep and draw a card, which is okay. We will Day of Judgment here, and I think we got to kill the talent this turn. So we can get a tap land down. We could also Demolition Field away their fountain port. But I don't think that's that relevant just right now. Let's start here. So they sack a 3/3 to the Fountain Port. If they make a fish, which would be weird to draw a card, then we could, it's actually their plan. Interesting. Alright, let's, I guess I don't need to show them the Demolition Field. I'm pretty sure they're going to make a fish here and draw a card. So we'll just get lost the Caretaker's Talent in response. And I think that's our whole turn. End turn. Make a fish. Zap the draw engine. We are tapped out, so we have no Elspeth protection. But we do have a stock up. Another Talon on top. And they know about our No More Lies, so that one's going to resolve. Unless we stock up into the 3 steps ahead hard counter. Interesting. He's not going to save it to, like, filter through the deck. I'm just going for pressure. Tapping out under the No More Lies while he can. Through the face. 10-15. He's going to resolve Caretaker's Talent next turn. I think stock up sweep is decent, or stock up into like hard counter is decent. We could Fountain Port away a map token if we had to. Meringue. There's the hard counter, actually. Plus one of the meringues, I guess. Okay. So we can counter the Caretaker's Talent. And eat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of damage to eat. But we can counter it plus draw discard. Which I think is where we're going here. Because we don't have an answer to the draw engine. Could even follow up with Meringue next turn, bounce both the tokens. Which is kind of like a sweep. I'm still afraid to split up. I don't think we bother to block with the anchorage. I think I'd still like to counter the Caretaker's Talent if we can. Down to 11. Preacher, in theory, we can find a sweeper for, so I think you let that one go. And now they can't play the Caretaker's Talent because we have the No More Lies. Five, 6, 7. This turn we could play the Meringue. Bounce both, hold open the counter still. But if they have a removal spell, we can't counter everything. Otherwise, just take a big draw discard, which seems also quite good here, I think. I think fast lane goes. No sweeper, though. Five mana. Play Beza, hold 3 steps ahead. Oops, only 4. Hold on. Okay. Could counter, and that's pretty much it. We're holding on to the counter for the Caretaker's Talent still, I think. Plus draw, discard, look for a sweeper. We still have our Jace win cons. I think we're actually fine to trade off the Jace here. Or trade off the Beza to eat this thing. We don't have another answer right now. If they wait long enough to flip the Mistmores, we get an even better sweeper against them. Alright, they finally go for it. We'll go for the big one here. Counter, and then draw discard. Alright, a land can go. Mistmores is coming soon, and we're actually out of gas here. Could sack one fish now, I think. Yeah, I think just to see. Could also sack a map token. Maybe that's actually what happens here first. I'm not doing a whole lot with their mana this turn. Stock up is pretty good. Pay 2, draw it, pay 3. Still have 4 mana open for like a Mistmores or something. Seems reasonable. Did I math that wrong? Let's see. Don't you think? Yeah, I did math that wrong. I mean, we want to stock up into the sweeper. We don't know about their duress situation. They could have more duress in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage this turn. I think we're still pushing on. Well, Get Lost is okay. I guess we'll take both of those over the next Demolition Field. We already have one. It's not bad against them, honestly. But Get Lost is fairly universally useful against them. One more fish token maybe here. We can Fountain Port, I guess. Okay, I mean, what's left? 2 split up, 1 lockdown. The only Day of Judgment's gone, actually. Make another fish. Good news is we have Get Lost if they try to go like Caretaker's Talent, level it up, try to give everyone, you know, +2 and swing out of nowhere. Oh, here they come. Very judicious attacks. I think it's block and sack still. Land. 28 cards left. How many Jaces do we have left? We got 3 Jaces in here. Like, Jace ends the game fairly quickly if we can get any kind of sweeper with it. Mistmores flipped. That is kind of a perfect draw here. We go Get Lost into Lockdown. And then we're out of gas, but it is good. If we can sack the map token first, we get a little bit more value. I think we have enough mana for all of it. 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have plenty of mana. Okay, let's go ahead and sack a token. Draw a card. Feels like our current sequencing is good. If we Demolition Field now for 2, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over, which is, again, enough for everything. But they'll just respond anyway, so I don't think it matters. Let's just do it like this. Could still hold open No More Lies for something, I think. Go Lockdown. They get one draw off the Fountain Port. And the question is, we hold No More Lies for... I don't know. They Elspeth and then also Caretaker's Talent? Ooh! Okay, that's more interesting. Huh. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty bad, actually. Well, makes Split Up look better. I guess that's what's happening here. We could wait one more turn. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we Authority here. And wait to get lost another Caretaker's Talent or something. That was a nice pick by them. Destroy Evil on the Lockdown. I did not see that coming. $36 cards. If they get down to 30, it's just double Jace to the end. We can attack with the Anchorage, make a token, use the Fountain Port, sack it. Sure. Make another fish. I think they're going to try to get a Caretaker's Talent win. Is my guess. 9 damage. Let's see. 10 damage. $11 damage. Exercise. Alright. Still very careful with the attacks here. 3 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we eat this. We could kill a 2-1. And still split up. How wasteful is that? It's probably too wasteful, right? Feels like we split up the tap creatures and play the Mistmores. Tapped creatures. Sack, draw a card. Yep. We could have Demolition Field first before that. Maybe it's time to Demolition Field now. Good game. Can you find lethal from here? I don't really think so. Oh, we ran out of fucking time. Damn. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing in the rank queue. That was my own fucking fault again. Whoops. Well, that's what I get for coming back. Okay. That is the second or third time it's happened. I don't think it's happened in the ranks queue before. I am not used to that. Okay. Well, that's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Well, that kind of sucks, to be honest, but no one to blame but myself. I've seen that at least once now. I'm just not very used to it coming from best of 1, so it is something to get used to in best of 3. It only really comes up for control decks for the most part, and it does not help that I am narrating all my moves for YouTube. But no one to blame but myself. I will try to be more mindful about that going forward if we keep doing best of 3, which I like doing. I like doing best of 3, especially because it is the true competitive format of Magic. So if I do ever want to engage in more competing events, I have to play best of 3, and so I need to get used to the 30-minute match timer. So it's on me. I'm not gonna, if I was gonna edit the video, I would, cut that so I look less dumb, but, it is what it is, and you make mistakes and you learn. So here we go. We'll keep it in there. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the deck. I think we would have won the last game, likely. I mean, we didn't hit any draw engines for a while, but if we hit a couple draws into 2 Jaces, we would have won. So it is what it is. Real quick on the disappearing for a week. I will keep it snappy. Essentially, I was experiencing what, at the time, the only vocabulary I had for it was chronic exhaustion. Is the only way I could explain it. I was constantly fatigued in a way that I I was unable to caffeinate my way out of it. So for example, last night I didn't sleep perfectly, but I had a coffee this morning and I felt great. There was no amount of coffee that could fix whatever this was. It made it very hard to film videos. I was both not that enthusiastic while playing, and then also was making more mistakes. So that was the vocabulary I had at the time. I think the more correct vocabulary for it is actually brain fog, which I always thought was kind of a bogus term that people with long COVID kind of made up to say they were sleepy after, and I didn't really buy it. But that is, I think, effectively what it was. Just this sense of unable to think clearly, lack of energy, lack of focus. My eyes felt exhausted, almost like I had been staring at a screen all day, which I do kind of do, but it was a weird sensation. And so I figured it was either lack of quantity of sleep or poor quality of sleep, a deficiency in my diet, right, being deficient in B12 or something like that, eating something that was poisoning me, or that was I was allergic to or something, or having a true illness like Lyme disease or COVID or something like that. So I spent the last week trying to figure out what it was. One of you suggested that I try an edible to improve my sleep, my ability to sleep longer, which I think I can say this on camera. I actually did try that. It did not help. It actually did not help me fall asleep faster or stay asleep longer, but it did hurt my sleep quality because I measure all this stuff. It hurt my REM and deep sleep by quite a bit. Experimenting with diet stuff. I didn't try any disease-related stuff like COVID or Lyme disease. But I had this hunch that there's this protein powder I consume. It's just whey protein, very popular, very typical staple in a lot of people's diets. And I am lightly lactose intolerant. Like I would not chug a milkshake or a glass of milk, but I'm totally fine eating cheese. And I've had whey protein for years and years and years. And I've had it consistently over the last 9 months. So there's no reason to think that something I've had for the last 9 months would have randomly be poisoning me out of nowhere. But I did just have this hunch that that was it. And so I removed it from my diet. I changed a lot of things over the past week to try to figure out what this was. And ultimately, I removed that and replaced it with some different stuff. And I felt great the past 3 days. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but my energy today is really high, despite timing out in the last game. And it turns out that when you're sleeping well and eating well and things are working right in your body, everything seems possible and exciting in life. And when you're chronically fatigued, it just does not feel very good. So yeah, I think that's it. It's hard to say what it is. It could be a lactose intolerance. It could be they have some weird artificial sweeteners in there, like sucralose. It could be that there are like trace amounts of, it's not really trace, of other vitamins and minerals. Like I think it has 6% of your iron intake and 6% of your calcium intake and some potassium in there, which seems not notable. But if you're consuming it in great enough quantities, it's possible I was over-consuming in one of those, call it micronutrients or vitamins or minerals, and actually that was the issue. So my guess is either it was a lactose intolerance to this thing, or maybe overconsumption of iron just through the small amount of iron in each scoop actually could have added up to a unreasonable, unhealthy amount. Or it could have been even the potassium. I don't have much salt. Actually, I have no added salt and very little salt in general in my diet. So it's possible that the 6% of my potassium RDA compounded over lots and lots of scoops of whey protein, I could have had a really high imbalance between my sodium and potassium. Potentially that was giving me this brain fog effect, which is something you can Google online. So I don't really know what it was. It's weird because it came out of nowhere. It's not like I've experienced this every single day for the past 9 months. I have experienced it before. I at least have one data point, which is the first time I filmed a this deck is busted video. It came about because I was very tired and frustrated because I was experiencing this brain fog effect. And that, plus watching 3 other creators say how busted Ketramos was enough to like send me over the edge. That's actually why I made that first video. And I think if I hadn't had the brain fog, I wouldn't have been as frustrated. So it's happened before, but it's not consistent. So, and then apparently went away, right? Because I didn't complain about it more. So I'm not really sure, not 100% what it was, but having removed the whey protein powder the last several days, I do feel good. So hopefully it carries on. I think it will. It's a hunch. I had a hunch and I removed it, and it seems to be correct. I don't think it's placebo, although it could be. We'll see if it crops up again. So anyway, I'm sorry for disappearing. It just wasn't fun to make the videos. I wasn't enjoying it, and I was making mistakes, and not really interested in putting out subpar videos, so I stopped. And I could have been more communicative about that, but I didn't know how long it would last. I kind of thought I'd figure it out in a day or two, and then it stretched out into a week. So anyway, apologies for the disappearance. I think I'm very well now. I will try not to time out in tomorrow's video. We'll do some random decks over the next week that I think are fun, and then maybe we'll gear up for a rank 1 video. If you have any decks you want me to try, I might try it. I've daydreamed about doing it blindfolded to up the stakes, like when people play chess blindfold and have to remember all their moves, although I haven't practiced that. And then we'll get excited for the Final Fantasy release coming up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. I'm sorry for disappearing, and we will see you in the next one.